Hello everyone, it's Marilyn. I have the second part of the mini album project for you today. I made exactly the half of the pages in this video tutorial, but I will show you the last part of the rest of the pages in next week in my next video tutorial. Okay, let's get started. I trace in you receive in the kit pages from Casey Craft and 49 Market, and I just take the pages from the mini album and trace it in the paper. You can have 4 pages from one 12 by 12 paper, but I'm going to mix the different papers in the mini album. I will show you now some of the papers that you receive in the kit. These are from Casey Craft, very shabby chic. I love this paper, beautiful. And this other, look how beautiful, is from 49 at Market. Once I cut all the paper, I apply the glue over the album page, and with a paintbrush I spread very well the glue and I adhere the paper to the page. This glue that I'm using is from Martha Stewart, and I bought this bottle of glue for 99 cents. Yes, for 99 cents in Tuesday morning. Can you believe it? Super cheap. Here I trimming off the excess of paper, and now I use my punch to punch 2 holes. That is where goes the rings of the mini album. And I do this with all my pages in the mini album. Once I have all my pages ready, I take this frame from the Casey Craft paper that say hellos, and now I take my ruler and my craft knife, because I want to cut out the hello word from this frame. I want to use it to put a photo. So I distress all the border with vintage photo, and now I decided to add texture to this page, and I'm using the stencil from the kit, and I mix heavy gesso, white heavy gesso, with modeling paste, and I apply on the back of the paper. I am not applying on the center because I'm going to put the mirror there, the frame there, and I add 3D foam tape on the back. I make like a U form because this frame is like a pocket, and the upside of the frame doesn't have any foam tape, because I'm going to put the photo from the top. Now I add the flowers from Prima and 49 Market that comes in the kit, and I adhere them in this corner here of the frame. And now I gave white paint splatter to create more texture and add this cute bird that comes in the kit. And I think that, well, I decided to create more organic look in this page. I would add a few of these moss and add it between the flowers here. I think it goes perfect with the bird cage and the bird and all the natural element that had this page. And now I add a few pearls here and there, and I think that this page is done. This pearl has like a tape on the back, and it's a little tricky to add. And here is the page. I think that I love how it turns. Let's go with the second page, and that is the back of the previous page. And okay, for this one I think that I'm going very clean and simple, and I cut 2 frames, one bigger that is in craft, and the other one is white, off-white, if I can say. And I distress all the borders with vintage photo, and now I'm going to adhere the white mat over the craft, and this is where my photo will be. And I cut out these beautiful images from one of the 49 and market, and I'm going to trim off this part of the paper here, and I want to make like a pocket with these images to put tags behind. I think that is better in that, but before I need to make the tags, and for that I'm using the Colothol. I think that, sorry if this is not the correct pronunciation, Colothol system. This is one tool that I bought when I started scrapbooking many years ago, and I'm still using. And when I am lazy and I don't want to look for my dies, this is the fast way to make any shape that you need with this Colossal system. And now I punch a hole to complete the tag, and I'm going to make a second one in craft that I'm going to put both behind the images here. Now I want to adhere this to this page the images, but I'm going to apply the glue only in the borders. I will create like a L shape because it will act like a pocket, and I adhere only the borders here. Now I adhere to the page carefully. Let me remove the tags, and I'm going to let it dry. Now I take the stickers that comes in the kit, and I want to use these photo corners to put here in my mat. And I cut this is a white jute, and I'm using to put the cord around the tags, both of the tags. I love how it looks. It looks soft. Perfect. Now I take one of the quotes from the sticker sheets, and I just cut in pieces and distress with the same vintage photo. Now to highlight the quote, I adhered to the white cardstock and cut around the phrase, and now I adhered to the page here. And I will do the same with the other part of the quote, and adhere to the white cardstock and cut around. Then I'm going to distress all the borders. I adhere my mat to the page. I'm going to adhere it, and I use different hard punch from my stuff, and I'm going to punch a few hearts that I want to add to this to my page, and I'm going to distress all the hearts with the same vintage photo Distress Oxide ink. Now I decided at last minute to give textures on the background, so I am applying modeling paste with the kit stencil around the mat. I will make a little of mess with the modeling paste over the mat, but I will clean everything. You will see. I'm using the same spatula to remove, and it's better if when I take a baby wipe and I clean everything. Now I am drying all the texture here with the heat tool, and I'm going to adhere all the pieces and give form to this mini album page. I adhere the photo you heart, and I add some 3D foam tape to the big hearts to create like to pop out these big hearts on the page and to create dimension. I love when you can see different layers and dimension on the pages. Now I will, with all the rest of the tiny heart, I will create like a road with the heart. And here's when I add the 49 unmarked flowers, and I play with all the heart and flower to create like a arrangement in the corner here, and I adhere everything with the hot glue. And here you have the second and third pages of the mini album. You can see here in the photo a better shot. I add a few pearls at the end. Now let's go to the 4 pages. And for this is a 49 unmarked paper, and I want to create like a 3D effect with the wings of this fairy. So I take my craft knife and carefully cut around the wing, and you see that it looks nice. Now I create like a dimension, and I will do the same step. I will add the Martha Stewart glue and use the paint brush to apply all the glue on the page. And once I have the glue, I will carefully adhere this piece of paper. I am careful to not glue the wing, and once is ready, I will cut out the excess of paper. For the next page, I will do the same again. I apply the paint. I use the paintbrush to spread very well the glue, and I'm going to adhere the other paper to the page here. I use the bottom of the paper that has more design, and the color looks similar to the previous page. And now I'm going to trim off the excess of paper. Okay, now I take a paper doily, and I'm going to use the Distress Oxide Ink, the Worn Lipstick, and the Vintage Photo colors. And I use my sponge, and I will apply first the pink one color to the paper doily. It is in a irregular shape, as you see. And now I apply the Vintage Photo and mix both color. That you see that in some area it looks like orange, similar to the colors that the paper has. And I do the same. You can see here what I am going to do. I will apply a little more to intensify the color, and I do the same. I have 2 doilies that I do the same effect. You can see here. Now I'm going to spray water over the doily, and with a paper towel I will remove, and I have the Distress the oxide effect that I love. And I do the same in the second one. It looks so cool, this effect. I love it. Now I'm going to adhere the half of the doily to my page. And I try to blend well the doily in the center. And now I cut the excess of the doily. And I'm going to do the same in the other page. Now I'm going to cut the excess of doily, and oops, you have a sneak peek of the next video tutorial, but I'm not going to show you any more. Anyway, I adhere very well the borders here with my tacky glue, and now I'm going to adhere my mat. And I'm going to add some Prima flowers in this corner. My mat is 2.5 by 3 inches. I will let you in my blog all the measures of the different mats. If you have any question, just let me know down below. Here's I cut this from one of the paper of the Crazy Craft paper, and I love this quote, and I'm going to adhere it in this page. I just need to cut in pieces to because to fit on my page. I need to move a little to the left the flowers to make room for all this quote. This is one thing that I love about Crazy Craft paper. They always have these beautiful quotes and sentiments on their papers that you can use from your page or from mini album for many things. I love that about Crazy Craft. Now I'm going to decorate my opposite page, because so far I love how it looks, the colors, everything. Let's continue with the other one, but this time I'm going to use the mat in different this one is vertical, the other one I use the mat horizontal, and I'm going to adhere with my tacky glue, and I'm going to decorate the hello that I'm using in this page is I cut this hello is the one that was in my first page, that was in the frame, but I cut and put a little smaller, and I'm using in this page. So you can see that we can use all the leftovers. So the waste, leftover, everything, you can use it for punch a heart, to make a little flower. So I use everything. Now I am adhering all the last decoration in this page here, but and I'm want to secure the doily, because in some area needs like a reinforce. And here is when I add a little of color behind the wing, because I don't want the white space, and I'm use some 3D foam tape to create the dimensions that I want on the wings. And I'm going to distress all the borders of the pages too, and after this I will distress all the borders, and this is it is done for today. I already show you the half of the pages of the mini album, and next week I will show you the other half and the last video tutorial of this project that I divided in 3 parts, because I want to show you all the details of this mini album. Let me know if you like it with a thumbs up. Any question, just let me know. And remember that in the description box are the link to the kit and to my social media, and here are 2 more video tutorials that maybe you are interested. Don't forget to subscribe, and I see you soon with other video tutorial. Nos vemos, bye bye.